right, mate. So, you want to comment on this here? Yeah, I don't really know this coin, but it is interesting. I thought it was a good post. You know, technically, this is a bullish pattern that can break up. However, you know, there is a lot of resistance and stuff in around here. You know, this was technically a bullish pattern that failed and rolled over. So what I'm saying is, if you start to see some sort of failure and some sort of weakness come into this, you do need to be careful. At this point, it is a bit like a kind of a bullish ascending triangle that does look like it wants to break out higher. Right? It does. You can kind of see it here. I mean, you could potentially buy this today and see if it breaks out tomorrow. Is this a new 3-day? It is, I think. Yeah, it is. Like you could buy this right now and have a stop below your 3-day low, and your stop would probably go below here if you want to be aggressive and you want to try and get into this to see if it's going to run. A lot of times I prefer to be buying down here in compression, okay, in anticipation of a move like this. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, you're getting a breakout. Can we get continuation here? So it is. Yeah, it's green on the week, but it is taking liquidity, right? This is the danger. This is the danger right here. You can see the way you bounce up into the wick and you take liquidity, and then it kind of drifts away and then stalls again. You know, it's 3 weeks into this, and then the 4th week it actually drifts away and drops down. So obviously, if something like that happens where it's taken too long, then there's a worry. In theory, if this is very strong, this probably should run this week and can continue higher. If this flipped red on a week, you know, it's not a great sign. Same here on the 2 week. You know, very similar. It should run on this. Like this is just one of the patterns that probably should break up now. If it stalls too long, it's probably going to form some sort of a rounding pattern that's going to want to come back down and flush coming back down to these lows. So this in theory should run now, otherwise it may not run at all. 2 weeks in the same position, you know, if it's going to, like this is 1, 2, 3, 4 green 2 week candles in a row. That's quite a lot. So that can be a bit extended. So you know, you're not buying down here in the safe place. This is a dangerous place to be buying. It's a tricky place to be buying because it's into a place that could fail. So when taking the entry, you need to understand that. If taking the entry, you need to understand that. You know, down in the basis where you want to be buying and accumulating, you want to be selling up here, if anything. But can you get another leg higher? It's possible. Like here, like this green 9-week candle, there's a good possibility that this is going to create some sort of wick in the next 18 days, and may want to dip down a bit. So, you know, for me, it's definitely not a perfect place to be buying it at all. Could there be more room left in the tank? For sure. But you know, I like to trade the new 9-week candle as well and see if that can get the continuation. So I just want to see 3 month. We're still a month and 17 days away. We're a long way away from that. Monthly, see the monthly, like you're buying up here at, I'm not saying it's definitely the top. There could be another leg higher. But you're buying into a large green candle, and you're buying in the upper part of the large green candle, which is more dangerous. Like this was a bullish engulfing candle right here that, you know, you buy there on a new open. You're buying in a fairly safe place because you've already had a bullish engulfing candle after a large base. And you know, so then the likelihood of continuation to the upside. Here, the likelihood of continuation to the upside is not as assured. Okay, so it's more dangerous. But, you know, this has the chance of you know, doing something like this and maybe going a bit further. But if it doesn't do that, you've got to be watching very carefully because it could round a bit and come back down.